3, 2, 1, let's go. Picks up pretty quickly. Nice shifts. Hi there everyone, welcome to DM Carvies. Today we're driving a 2025 Audi Q5 on the channel. Let's fire her up. Before we start the review, I want to say a huge thank you to Courtney over at Lancaster Audi of PA for making this test drive possible today. I will attach all her information in the right hand corner side of the screen, so if you're looking for your next Audi, reach out to her. Seriously, one of the most awesome dealers that I've had a pleasure of dealing with, and they will help you find the right car as well. But let's take a look at the sticker. This is the 2025 model, the redesigned one. This has the panoramic sunroof, the convenience package, and it's really it. It's not a fully loaded up car. Parts content Mexico and Germany. This one is assembled in Mexico, and I have to just point out the great MPG 30 on the highway. That is impressive. But let's go take a look outside this Audi Q5. This is the very newest update and iteration of the Q5. And if I saw this on the street, I would probably guess, if I didn't even see the badges, I would say this is either a Q3 or Q5. I think it has a pleasing aesthetic to it, in my opinion. Now the front can be confused with the Q4 and Q6. So I feel like Audi is just going that direction style-wise. It's got the Pirelli Scorpion tires. I think the SQ7 also had them. And let's check out the rear seat. So here we have soft touch materials. Here, this is soft, this is soft. Silver door handle, this is soft. Audi bun with the chrome, so everything is like in the previous generation. The seats also look very similar to the previous generation Q5. Let's hop in the back. The seat did slide back when I shut off the car. So it is pretty far back, and I'm 6'2", and actually feels still manageably spacious. I think this is a pretty comfy car. And you can adjust the incline of the seat as well. I love this panoramic sunroof. Now let's talk about the material quality. The seats and the leather feel good, typical Audi fashion. You have your rear climate here, the USB-Cs. Now those of you who are constantly commenting on my videos that this car has piano black, all Audis have piano black. This is just how they come, the trim they have. And as somebody who owned an S5, I also had piano black in my car, so that's something that they always have had, at least in the modern years. Let's take a look at the trunk. Great trunk, no concerns here. You'll fit all your suitcases and luggage, whatever you're traveling with, no problem. There's I think another compartment right here. Yeah, more storage. This will be very useful for a lot of you. And this is all in German. Auto liftgate. See, now the seat and the wheel slides automatically, unlike the older version. So that's one big upgrade. Now, some of the viewers have pointed out that the seats have lost the chrome trim here. I do notice that. Yes, they did, but luckily the chrome is still here. I don't think that's a big deal. It doesn't really matter. It's plastic any way you really look at it. So not a big deal, but for some of you, I guess that's a big deal. But let's see. So under the hood, you're gonna find the good old familiar 2.0T, 4-cylinder. It's made it to a 7-speed DCT. I have to check what the exact power rating on this car is, but I think it should be something fairly close to the previous generation, probably like 260-ish or something. Now here on the inside, out of the pluses that you get compared to the older generation, so of course you lose your chrome housing for the buns, but you get an automatic tilt and telescoping wheel, auto sliding seat, which is nice to have. See, it slides right back when you get in the car. Now the new layout, again, for some of you like it, some don't. I think it's a good minimalistic display. Speed, gas, RPM, that's all you really need. Now if you want to look more into the features, please feel free to watch my S5 review, the newest one. I also go over some features here, but for the main part, we have our auto start stop, sound bun, 2 quick chargers, storage, a navigation system, AC. No, we need AC for sure. Now surprisingly, this car is pretty easy to use, you know, like the infotainment is very easy to use in this car. I know this is a touchscreen, you don't have the physical buttons, but this is actually great because it's so easy to use. You have everything right here. And another thing that I also like about is the screen quality. It's so improved over the previous screen. High resolution, it's crystal clear. You got all your safety systems here in the driver assistance, fatigue warning, distraction, speed limit warning, side assist, exit warning, manual speed warning, sign-based speed warning. And this one does not have the heads-up display, so it's like I guess a poverty outline right here, or is the poverty buns as they like to call it. But at first I thought it did. Braking, rear cross traffic alert, efficiency. Now for time purposes, I'm not going to go over all the features here because there's so much to go over, but you do get your Android Auto, your Apple CarPlay, lights. You can customize the way your lights look. Some models also have like a full interactive style when you open the car, how the pattern of the lights goes. You got your ambient lighting, which is nice. Surfaces, you can also custom tune whatever color you want. I think that is neat. Service information. Also got the tire pressure monitor. The older ones didn't get the actual values read out unless they were RS models. So that's an upgrade. So from a consumer standpoint, I think there's a lot of useful upgrades in this car compared to the older generation, at least for me. I think they did a good job on this. It's comfortable. I don't think that's the shade, is it? No. Or is that the shade? No. Is this? I mean, the shade is supposed to close, right? Yeah, there. Huh. Interesting. Okay. What other things did I not mention here? Profile, settings. It's typical Audi suite of features, and we got different modes: balance, dynamic, comfort. The camera also turns. See, that is neat. Now there is no actual 3D animation of the car like in the SQ7 or A6. We're definitely gonna do the wiper and the horn test up next once we roll out of here. And yeah, the seat was moved back a lot, so there's definitely more legroom in the back than I initially anticipated. All right, let's do a washer test, horn test. For anybody who's been driving Audis for a while, I think this layout is fairly intuitive and very easy to deal with. I don't see any difficulty in figuring out how this works, especially for those who have owned Audis or driven them. And right up, I can already tell this is a pick-uppy car. It's got great low-end torque, zippy, very zippy. Let's try dynamic mode, because that's the one that is the most fun. Good brakes too, responsive, smooth. Right. I also think Audi does really good on their cabins in general. They're high quality materials. Like, they're very good materials everywhere, even in the base Q5. Transmission is butter smooth. There's no jerks, no hesitation that I'm noticing. Once we have some space, we're gonna give it some gas. Oh yeah, she's booging. She can definitely boogie, that's for sure. Now the brakes, automatically I think these are excellent brakes. I can already tell. Stop on a dime. Map is beautiful, high quality. You can zoom in, zoom out. Now, so far on the ride comfort, it's got a great ride. It's very similar to the previous generation in terms of the ride, at least to my feel. Feels very similar. And one more thing that I've noticed is that the shifts here actually feel a little bit more like a manual, like it's a nice feeling and dynamic. It lets you really feel the shifts. The cabin isolation is perfect. And one of my friends has a 2017 Q5. Hopefully it'll be on the channel someday. But his car actually feels pretty similar drive-wise to this. So I think Audi has kept up its authentic feeling in the Q5. A very smooth suspension. You don't feel the bumps too much. And this is not a corner carver. I can already tell. It's pretty floaty. If you give it some quick steering, it's a little bit floaty, but it's great for comfort wise, like for comfort purposes. The engine, I don't even hear it at all. It's so quiet. What else have I not covered? Seating position is great. Excellent visibility all around me. Nice and large mirrors, which I think is a big plus in this car. It's a great cabin to be in. Now, in the summertime, there may be some reflections coming from the dashboard and just the materials, but that's in any Audi. You're gonna see reflections. Now, the map in the center is missing, so hopefully they do bring that back, but not in like a full 3D scale, but just an outline of a map in the center like BMW does it. Because I think at the end of the day, your dashboard should not be a video game. It should be concise and minimalistic, but it should still give you the information you need because you have the map right here. The gas pedals, some typical Audi fashion. They are uniform across the entire lineup from what I've seen. They feel exactly the same. You can also use these swipies to navigate through different options, I guess. Now consumption, date and time, average. Let's try another drive mode. Let's try comfort. So in comfort, we're cruising at about 1500, 1700 RPM, 2000. And this Audi builds speed eagerly. It's an eager powertrain. So definitely great performance. Lots of low end torque. This is a very bad road. Huge bumps, a lot of imperfections, and the Q5 does great on these bumps. You don't feel them as much in the cabin, and it's still pleasant, even on such a road. So this is a good, zippy, fun to drive car. Another thing about Audi is you do not feel any speed in them whatsoever. So 70 right now feels maybe like 40 at best. Also like the steering wheel. It's good and pleasant, soft. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I appreciate fast cars and fun to drive cars. And with this engine myself, I would be very happy on a daily basis. You know, power-wise, acceleration-wise, this is plenty, even for my taste. Like it does the job great. I'm in comfort mode, don't even need dynamic. If you need to pass somebody, let's see how she passes. Press a little bit of the gas, and see, I'm not even pressing much. It's already up to these speeds. So you can get in trouble pretty easily in this car. Plenty of low end torque. This is maybe half throttle right now. And it does it gracefully, quietly. There's no, you know, drama. It just goes. That's what I love about it. So up next, we're gonna do some 0 to 60 testing, see how she does, and we'll start heading the other way back. All right, let's head out and do our first acceleration test. We're gonna do a couple of runs. Just for reference, this is sea level. It is a very hot 90-degree day, 95 degrees. We're not gonna launch her, nothing, just pedal to the metal. Real world test. I don't want to stress a brand new car with any launches, but let's see what she can do in real life driving. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Picks up pretty quickly. Nice shifts. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, so we did 7.26, I think. Yes, it's 7.23 by Dragy. Good time, 7.5 to 62, and the 40 to 80 we didn't get there. 1/8 mile is 10 seconds flat at 73.58. So really good times, I think, for a day like this. Definitely not bad. I think on a colder day, in nicer conditions, we probably could have done a sub 7 seconds, just pedal to the metal. But because today is a hot day and humid and the DA is ridiculously high, it's a little bit harder to get those perfect times, but that's okay. The reason why I do 0 to 60s like this is because I want people to actually know their real life times. Most buyers of these cars do not launch them off lights, let's be real. And I want to showcase people the real performance, how these cars actually do. So that's why in my tests, I always like to do it off idle, because that's how you're going to be driving on the street. Really pick-upy. Really good power. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great. So we got some numbers. 0 to 60 came in 7.75, and 0 to 62 came in at 8 seconds. So that was worse. 40 to 80, 7.88, and the 1/8 mile came in at 10.23 at 72. So I think we need to do, let's do a couple more runs just to make sure we can do slightly better times. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, so 0 to 60 came in at 7.3, so consistent 7.3 second time. So 7.2, 7.3 is what it's gonna do on average in this weather. So sounds about right. We're gonna wrap it up with one more run here, just on the way back. I don't think it's gonna get any better than this today, at least with no launch control. With launch, probably would shave off at least 8/10, maybe 1 second off the 0 to 60 time, at least, when you do launch on these cars. Takes away the whole pause, there's no weight, nothing. Alrighty. Luckily there's nobody behind us, so we're gonna start out here on this flat terrain. Alright. Perfect. Alright, let's come to a full stop. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yes, now we go. .3 seconds, not bad. Not bad. So we have our results in. So our final results, 7.28 valid, 0 to 62, 7.62, 40 to 80, 7.5, and the 1/8 is, again, 10 seconds and 73 miles an hour. So here are our times off idle, around 7 seconds, 7.2 in this crazy hot weather. I think that's impressive. But this summarizes the performance section of this test drive. Well, to summarize the test drive, I've definitely enjoyed driving this Q5. I think this is, again, a very solid all-around car with good pickup. It's a great pickup for its power. Comfortable seats, excellent ride. It's still that wonderful option on the market that offers you great features for a very acceptable price tag in this segment. So the only thing that I can say that I wish they did a little differently is, of course, I know the key fob could be nicer. This is just a very basic key fob, but it's practical and it doesn't scratch, so that's a plus. But beside that, I don't think I have any concerns. Like I said, people have mentioned the chrome housings on the buns on the side, but again, that's such a minor thing though. Like, I can't even really call that like a negative thing, you know? Some people like it one way, some people like it the other way. But look at the features you're getting. You're getting an auto tilt telescoping wheel, auto adjustable sliding seats, a much nicer infotainment system with a way better screen. So you're getting quite a good amount of good features here. So if something's missing, there's lots more that has come on board in this iteration. So for those of you who have owned Q5s or currently have Q5s and are looking to upgrade, I think you'd be pretty happy with this car. It drives great, and it's an enjoyable cabin to be in. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and till next time.